Now, if you woke up today and decided that you wanted to have a lesson on how not to run a business, you've came to the right place. Because today we're going to be talking about a business that had the biggest opportunity they could have possibly ever asked for and completely messed it up. And it's a food company, so you can probably already guess, we're talking about Keith Lee. Keith Lee being a TikToker with 15.8 million followers on TikTok, he's probably one of the most influential people on the app. He goes around America and taste tests a bunch of restaurants and tells us honest opinions, and people trust his opinions because he is honest. He can't be persuaded by free food and whatnot. He actually usually gets someone else to go in and order the food so they don't know it's Keith Lee ordering. Like, he tries to make it as honest as possible, and when he does give a really good glowing review, it helps the business massively. We've seen it a million times now. He'll go to a small business, he'll try the food, say it's incredible, and then there'll be videos all over TikTok showing how busy the restaurant is. It's been on the news, it's been all over TikTok. Like, he can really change people's lives doing these videos, and it's incredible to see most of the time. Now, unfortunately, with this being the case, it was always quite likely that he would maybe help out the wrong person. And it seems like he's done that. But let's start from the beginning, when Keith Lee did a taste test at Sweetly Seasoned.
Keith Lee is officially in Dallas. I asked him for help and come to visit my mom's food truck to hopefully turn it around. She is an award-winning pastry chef, and she is a culinary chef. She has 2 degrees. We are just from Milwaukee, and here in Dallas, it's kind of hard with the marketing because we don't know our way even around yet.
Well, we here.
Like, already this was such a good opportunity, right? Because this guy, who is the son of the person who owns the food shop, he makes a video saying Keith Lee's in Dallas, it would be great if he showed up, like, my mum really deserves this, and Keith Lee did it. And just to put in perspective, this video is on 6 million views, and spoiler alert, he gives a very good review, and this is 6 million people who now think that Sweetly Seasoned is unreal.
The customer service, my family said, was pretty good, and it was alive the whole time, so we can kind of see it. Only thing is, the only person cooking is the mama. So if you do come, please be patient. It's only one person there cooking.
I mean, he already knows how this is going to go, in the sense that he knows he's going to upload this video and loads of people are going to show up. And he's even saying here, like, be patient with her. It is just one woman making the food. He's trying to make this experience as good as possible for the woman who owns the food shop.
A pulled pork sandwich, fried ribs with french fries, jerk chicken tacos with beans and rice, and 2 orders of banana pudding. Is this $80 worth of food? In my opinion, no.
But considering the fact that it's been slow and she has an overhead, the fact that this is a food truck and everything is made to order, I understand.
I mean, he couldn't be nice if he tried, right? He's just said, look, it probably is quite expensive for what I got, but it is just one woman who's doing it. She's been struggling recently, like, I understand. I just can't believe she fumbled it this badly. I mean, we'll get to that later.
We're gonna start with the pulled pork sandwich. It's loaded. Only thing when you load a sandwich as much as the bottom bun does get soggy. This bottom bun already soggy. My hands greased. It's just really good seasoned pulled pork with pickles and barbecue sauce.
Okay, right, I'm not going to show the full review. He likes the food, but it's the ending that's very important here.
Before we left, we went in and had a conversation with the mom, and we thanked everybody for having us. Me and the mama prayed together, and we left with a $4,000 tip behind. God, it's amazing.
I appreciate y'all for having us. I see y'all giving out haircuts and doing braids. So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so we can cut everybody here for free. We want to leave you $1,000 to fix the hair. We want to leave you $2,000.
Okay, so these numbers are very important, right? So he says he's going to leave a $4,000 tip. He's going to leave $1,000 for someone who was doing haircuts outside the truck. He's going to leave $1,000 for someone who was doing braids, and $2,000 to the woman running the truck. Incredibly generous, obviously. And on top of that, he's posting this video, which is going to make customers just flock to this place. But this is where the problems arise, because the woman who was running this truck, instead of actually splitting the money how Keith Lee wanted it to be split, decided to take the full thing. Because the way Keith Lee did it was pay one payment, right, through the card machine, and then would hope that this woman would split the money how he asked. Well, yeah, she never did that, and in fact, the sister of the barber who was supposed to get $1,000 ended up making a video exposing all of this. Also, it's worth noting that before we get into this, I'm pretty sure Cheryl here, who we're going to watch, also works at this place. So she's not only the sister of the barber, she works at this truck. Or worked, I guess.
A lot of y'all was on my live when he said this.
I see y'all giving out haircuts to doing braids.
My little brother, yeah.
So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so he can cut
He,
everybody
oh,
here for
that's
free.
my little brother. He went to go pick up my baby brother from
But
school.
we want to leave you $1,000 to cut hair. We want to leave you $2,000.
And granted, everything was cool, right? I charged him $4,000 on his card, meaning all the money went to the food truck in hopes that she would do what she needed to do, right? Wrong. So after everything had died down, mind you, on top of him tipping $4,000, this man left an extra $886 to feed everybody else that was coming, right? Right. But this is where she went wrong. I'm in the truck. Mind you, I'm a worker. This is your business, so I'm doing what you say. She tell me after this person, which is a third person, that you got to start charging again.
I mean, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Keith Lee, on top of the $4,000, actually left an extra $800 to pay for other people's food, so the next $800 worth of orders should be free. But apparently after the third order, Cheryl was told that she had to start charging people again. I mean, again, how have you fumbled it this badly? Because the response to this shouldn't be surprising, right? People are boycotting Sweetly Seasoned just as fast as they decided that they actually wanted to go there in the first place. And it could have been a massive opportunity, and it just isn't anymore.
She called me and she was just like, well, I didn't invite your brother to come out there and cut hair. I didn't invite you. My son invited you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give $1,000 to my son and he'll give y'all whatever it is he see fit out of there.
Wow, that is awful, isn't it? So basically, the owner of this truck is saying that she's not going to split the money, how Keith Lee wanted it to be split. Bear in mind, this is his money. In fact, she's going to give $1,000 to her son, keep the rest of the money, including most of the $800 that was meant to be for customers. And then if her son wants to split any of it, he can.
Right, sorry, my camera's died, so I'm having to use my phone. Hopefully the quality's okay, but we'll carry on.
I get money. When I opened my eyes this morning, I had a deposit for $1,500. You get what I'm saying? And I made money since. So I told you to keep my money, but I was more so pressed about the issue of my brother. Keith Lee don't know my brother. My brother don't know Keith Lee. My brother don't know any of y'all out here. But when you gave him the green light to post his flyers, after he cut both of your sons' head, yes, they paid. He wasn't cutting nobody's hair for free.
Yeah, so I heard the woman who runs the food truck's excuse for not giving the person cutting the hair any money was because Keith Lee said he could have the money to give out free haircuts. But her excuse was that he wasn't already giving out free haircuts, which makes zero sense. Of course he was charging people before he was giving any money. I mean, we can actually see her reply to the comment here exactly what her thought process is. And she says, the only person who's a part of this business is my son, and he will be paid. What he has got with his friends has nothing to do with me or my business. Thank you for your support. Alright, so I think Cheryl doesn't work at this food truck. She was helping out for the day because of what was happening. Maybe. That's what I'm getting from this. I mean, yeah, it really shouldn't matter who was part of what. Keith Lee said pretty clearly where the money was supposed to go to, and you refused to do that, and you took the money for yourself. That is awful behaviour. Now, Keith Lee, 8 hours ago as recording this, has made a response video to everything going on, and this is what he had to say.
Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing.
Yeah, that whole excuse never made sense to me. Like her saying, oh, I'm not going to give him money because he wasn't giving out the free haircuts to start with, makes zero sense. In actual reality, she just wanted to keep the money, right? She got greedy and she had to come up with an excuse. And this is what you came up with.
And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't ever carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system.
I mean, yeah, the way he paid, there's no problem, right? Because he assumed everyone was a team. It came across like that. And they kind of were a team, regardless of what you think. Because if Cheryl's helping out with the food truck, the brother's doing the haircuts as well. That's a good reason why people want to be there. Like, it creates a good environment. So, of course, when he does one payment, he's going to expect you to split it the way he requested it to be. And if you really want a team and you really thought that these people didn't deserve to have the money split, tell Keith Lee that in the moment. But you didn't, because you knew fine well that you wanted to keep the money for yourself. You could have said, look, they're not part of my team. I would happily take what you want to give me, but you may want to speak to them separately because we're not like that. Whatever way you want to say it. But no, she kept quiet. She heard $4,000 and didn't hear anything else. Didn't hear the way that it should be split. And decided to keep it all.
The last thing I'm going to touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash. However y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement. But it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that.
I mean, that was a funny little cut there, Keith. Yeah, we are a first name basis, by the way. But now that is very strange behaviour. He's took a clip completely out of context. Keith Lee said, look, you can split it up however you want to, meaning you can split it up through like Cash App or PayPal or cash, like however you want to do it. He never said give as much as you want to each person. He quite literally said, give $1,000 to this person, $1,000 to this person, you can have $2,000.
So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. Pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe.
Yeah, so as respectful as ever, when realistically some people maybe don't deserve as much respect as others, but I mean, that's a response from Keith Lee. And apparently, Sweetie Season is like permanently closed now? Yeah, so here's the screenshot that's going around. Sweetie Season Food, Trailer and Catering. It says that it's permanently closed on Google. I've seen a lot of other people, I've seen the reviews, that's not so great, is it? But I've seen a lot of people saying that they've just rebranded to a different name, so maybe that's true. Would probably be quite smart at this point, because people are just like leaving bad reviews left, right, and centre. Actually, yeah, I can see the comments here. She changed the name to All-in-One Catering LLC. I highly doubt she'd permanently close the whole business because of this, but I mean, it could have been such a big opportunity, and she really has ruined it for herself, which is a big shame. Like, it could have been something massive. At the end of the day, that $4,000 could have been so little compared to what she could have earned through this promotion from Keith Lee, and yeah, it's now just going to stop here. It's a big shame for her. But either way, I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on everything that's spoke about today's video. If you did enjoy, please do a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.